Revexpo Xstudio.
Welcome, Shaun. It is a great pleasure to have you as our guest for the inaugural session of the new series, Digital Innovation and Transformation.
I'm so honored to be here. Thank you so much.
I think it will be valuable for our audience to learn that you were one of the trailblazers in the digital space and have been called the master of strategy in the digital world. Can you share with us some of the lessons learned in your journey of creating the foundation of what we now know as LinkedIn?
When I was first part of the beta test of LinkedIn, I was actually part of the startup of the internet company called Travelocity. So that's one of the first e-commerce companies that was doing online, travel space. So they were very early e-commerce. And at the same time, I was asked to beta test LinkedIn. So that was the early years of, we would say, e-commerce and social media. And so those two areas were coming together at the time. And when I was doing the beta test of LinkedIn, while I was at Travelocity, I saw the future of social media at the same time, because I was doing advanced training on e-commerce at the time about basically a startup. And I was seeing people in cubicles in large areas, and they were IMing each other. People kind of remember what IMing is, right? This is before you had texting. But they weren't talking to each other, though they sat next to each other. They were silently communicating with each other by a computer, but sitting next to each other. And at the time, I had no idea that would be the future. And that's when social media integrated itself into the whole integration. And the early years of communications would be changing the way we live and work forever. When LinkedIn first did the beta on LinkedIn, it was such a novel thing that nobody would use it. We thought that it would replace the phone book, basically. The people would get a hold of people that knew businesses or knew their business through the phone book, and it would be a digital phone book. And that's what it originally thought of when they were developing LinkedIn. LinkedIn actually came out of a company called PayPal. And PayPal in Silicon Valley, they developed some of the largest companies in America. They developed YouTube, they built LinkedIn, they developed what would be Elon Musk and all of his companies, including SpaceX, all came out of PayPal. They were part of the board and then the early investors of PayPal. And that's where Reid Hoffman came out with the two other people to make LinkedIn, which was the first social media.
Revexpo Xstudio.